Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to another electrifying showdown here in the Escopa 3 covered court in Quezon City. This is where young talent takes center stage and the future of Philippine basketball begins to shine. This is the one and only 21 and under division, the Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League. And for our games this evening, 3 games right here in store for everybody. Make sure to stay tuned to these games in our Junior MPBL Facebook page and YouTube channel. Our first one between the third placers, the Novaliches Playmakers, and the current fifth placers, the Rizal Switch Fiber. And good evening, everybody. The name is Cholo Pangilinan, covering the action with Coach Melo Navarro and with our courtside reporter, Miss Nicole Lim. Coach Melo, 3 games of 21 and under on our way.
Well, ito, 3 games natin ito. Really exciting ball games. Na-mention mo nga kanina, the number 3 team will be facing a tough opposition. So again, it's a pleasure to cover this game with you, Cholo, and I'm really excited for this game to unfold.
Pleasure as well to cover this game with you, Coach Melo. And to get things started, first pag-usapan muna natin ang last games ng ating teams. First, for the Novaliches Playmakers, they fortunately won against the Manila Health Forum with Doc Atoy, 96-87.
Well, in that ball game, itong Novaliches really shot well from the field. 35 out of 62, pero pinaka-importante, they lorded over that shaded area. They had 9 blocks on the defensive end and 56 points in the paint. That really spelled the difference for them to secure that win.
And definitely defense was the main reason why they got that W. But talking about the Rizal side of things, the Rizal Switch Fiber unfortunately losing to the Quezon City 8-8 Alpha Giants. A nail-biter of a loss, 61-58.
Well, it was a close game para dito sa panig ng Rizal. In that game, they lost the turnover battle. No? They turned the ball over 3 times more than Quezon City, and because of that, nagkaroon ng 25 points off of their errors ang kanilang kalaban, which again resulted in that 3-point loss.
And definitely taking care of the basketball has been an issue for this Rizal team, but hopefully that will be resolved in our game tonight. And without further ado, let's turn it over to our venue announcer to start our ball game.
Good evening, Junior MPBL. Live here at Escopa 3, Quezon City. This is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League Inaugural Season. The battle between from your Novaliches Playmakers versus for the Rizal Switch Fibers. Let us now meet first the starters from your Novaliches Playmakers. Starting at number 3, Andre Gedang. At number 4, center, Ronald Caicedo. At forward, number 21, Rufus Elegado. And also forward, number 22, Lance Allen Arrigue. And on guard, number 56, Leo Angelo Gakrama. Head coach from the Novaliches Playmakers, Coach Chris Antalan. Assistant coaches Arnold Garcia, Rico Velasco, John Lloyd Mislang, and team manager is Eric Salazar. And now the starter from your Rizal Switch Fiber. Starting number 11 at guard, Marvin Felix. Another guard, number 1, Robert Regidor. At forward, number 9, Juan Romero. Also forward, number 8, Medwin Antonio. And on center, number 30, Nathaniel Caldit. Head coach from the Rizal is Coach Ruel Buenaventura. Assistant coaches Calvin Gregorio, Elmer Balahadia. A team owner, team manager Ariel Balahadia. Our official referee for this ball game are Curchip Nino Perez, Alan Barria, and Cornel Tungol. This is your Junior MPBL D-League Inaugural Season, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
In our Doride, bola ng Pinoy team starters. For Rizal, it's Felix, Regidor, Romero, Antonio, and Caldit. For Novaliches, it's Hedang, Gakrama, Eligado, Aurigue, and Caicedo. And again, this is the 21 and under division, our Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League inaugural season. And to quickly recap things, again, the Novaliches Playmakers having a record of 3-1 as of this game, currently in the third place, and their opponents, the Rizal Switch Fiber, a losing record just lightly, but having a record of 1-2, good for the fifth place. And Coach Melo, you said that the Novaliches Playmakers getting that 9 blocks in their last game, but will they be able to repeat that performance considering Rizal, even though they have a losing record, they're known to be one of the taller teams in our D-League?
Oh, that's really going to be a challenge for Novaliches because this is a huge test para sa kanila, knowing that Rizal also relies heavily on their inside attack. So again, magiging interesting yung magiging adjustments, no, for from both our coaches, knowing na yung kanilang strengths and the main points of attack halos pareho.
Meanwhile, first bucket of the game chipped in by the Playmakers. Rizal trying to get that first bucket, but they turned the ball over. Great interior defense from Novaliches.
Well, that's what we're talking about. The presence inside the shaded area, making it hard for Rizal to give out those interior passes. And if you're Novaliches, you want to set that tone early here in this game.
Indeed, Novaliches looking, at least for now, look to have done their homework, knowing that the likes of Remo Ismael, which is not starting for Rizal by the way, will definitely look to attack. Meanwhile, Novaliches, one more possession, but Hedang travels without a visa. And a quick shout out to our executive director, Mr. J.R. Navarro, and to his friends and family, Merrick, Jeline, and Mark Bundalian, with BJ, Ses, and Savio Huelgas, and Mama Grace. Same with Miss Lynn Navarro here. They're watching the finals of the MPBL in Dubai. So, yeah, take care of the rest of the family and friends of Sir J.R. Navarro.
Well, alam naman sila Boss JR also watching the men's division, pero nakatutok pa rin in their hotel room dito sa ating Junior MPBL, and they have all the reason to do so dahil nga napakaganda itong ating hatid na laro.
And again, even if it's early in the season, of course, we know the caliber of players in the 21 and under division. Perhaps we could expect a more physical, more intense, but a more systematic kind of play, where the young man, or not so young man, playing in the hardwood as Regidor chips in a 3.
Well, those 3-pointers will be a huge help para dito sa panig ng Rizal, because in their last game, they only shot 5 out of 19 from that department, only 26%. And if they're gonna be able to knock down those threes here in this game, malaking challenge because kailangan mag-extend ng depensa nitong Novaliches.
Here comes the switch fiber in transition. They attack in traffic. They're unable to convert, still not going in with a second attempt. And possession will go back to the Playmakers.
A lot of opportunities right there for Rizal. Unfortunately, couldn't buy a basket, but you love the aggressiveness that you're seeing from the guys in red.
And again, that's what they do the best. They like to attack, but again, you said it, Coach Melo, if they can knock down the threes, that'll be a big help for them.
Oo, totoo yan.
Novaliches now with a possession. So far, it's only 5-2. Novaliches only one field goal in this game, as that'll be a miss from Celis. Romero able to catch it, but almost a turnover. Regidor to the other side. Shot clock at 12. Rizal trying to come up with offense. Regidor, another pass. They attack. Antonio nowhere to go. Outside again. They fire for 3. String music for Rizal switch fiber.
Beautiful ball movement for Rizal, finding another shooter in that wing. And kita mo how fluid that offense is for them.
And you said it, 2 3-pointers now in this quarter alone for the Rizal switch fiber.
With the way they're slowing things down here, kita mo na half-court game ang gusto nilang laruin eh. They do not want allow itong Novaliches to get that running game.
Felix will fire. That's short. Antonio gets it back. Nowhere to go, but he gets called for a travel.
Clearly a travel for Antonio. Medyo nag-hesitate siya. Doon mo naman makikita yung help defense. But before that, this was the 3-pointer earlier. Good extra pass para dito sa Rizal.
And again, we know Rizal we know rather they'd attack rather than shoot, but for this game, looks like they're trying to impose a new identity.
Oo, dahil nga masikip talaga sa ilalim they're trying to free up those driving lanes.
Indeed, and if it's going in, why not? Right now, Novaliches trying to figure out an answer, but Romero grabs the steal. Romero in transition.
Nice play from Romero, anticipating the passing lanes and scoring that easy basket.
Make that a 7-point lead for the Rizal switch fiber. After that, Juan Romero transition lane after a steal. Great defense turning into great offense. We'll be back for more action.
Play hard and more hustle, yan nga ang mentality nila Assistant Coach Arnold Garcia from Novaliches Playmakers. He also said that malaking challenge at adjustments ito para sa kanila since almost 2 months silang walang game. Kaya naman paalala rin niya na walang titigil hanggat hindi nakukuha ang panalo. Cholo and Coach Melo.
Thank you very much, Nicole, for that report. Indeed, 2 months of not playing at least as a team in an actual game is tough.
Yeah, definitely, especially coming into the playoffs kasi you want to bring your A game and that's gonna be a challenge for them. Pero knowing itong Novaliches, they know how to win. It's just a matter of time. Hopefully lang, no? Not too late in this game bago nila makuha yung rhythm nila.
Indeed, it's also about discipline. As again, even if you're not playing, if you haven't played for 2 months, you could always practice.
Yeah.
But right now, Novaliches having a hard time against these Rizal boys. Regidor finds Romero at the left wing. Romero puts on the moves. Inside pass, Antonio. Waited and faked.
Oh, the patience of Rizal switch fiber paying off in that last play. Kita mo bailout call yung nakakuha nila doon. Because of the unselfishness, they tried to go for that pass underneath.
2 free throws coming up for Medwin Antonio. As first one is no good for him. Second one on its way. 0 out of 2 for Antonio, and it's still a 7-point lead for Rizal. Celis being defended greatly by Felix. Rizal, Regidor, the reverse, it's good.
Look at that ball pressure from the part of Rizal, really creating problems para naman sa guards itong Novaliches, and it results to easy baskets.
Delegado to Celis. Right wing pass, Gakrama. Now it's at the corner. Back to Celis at the right wing. Corner pass. They fire for 3. But that won't count, as a foul will be called on the side of Novaliches. So that's team foul number 2, if I'm not mistaken, for Novaliches. But right now, only 1 field goal so far made for the team of the Playmakers.
That's a testament to the defense of Rizal, really disrupting the flow of the offense nitong Novaliches.
Ismael now in the game. Scored 17 points in their last outing, but this is a 3-pointer from Medwin Antonio.
And if your big guy connects a 3, that's really an advantage.
And Rizal now with 3 3-pointers in this quarter alone, but able to answer back is L.A. Gakrama.
A much-needed 3 para dito sa Novaliches. That should open things up for them, especially yung kanilang inside attack.
Shot is no good. Never the rebound. Celis, 2-on-1 situation. They're unable to capitalize, but they take it outside. And Elegado for 3. Won't fall. Dever fighting for the rebound, but ends up with Antonio. Here comes Rizal. No good on that. A pop-up jumper, but there's gonna be a foul called on the red shirts possession with Novaliches.
Oh, napwestuhan on that rebounding battle, but let's take a look at this 3-pointer, the first para dito sa Novaliches. And they're gonna need more of that if they want to command this ball game.
And their second field goal total of this game. But right now, it's a 9-point lead for Rizal. Novaliches with this possession. Celis at the left part of the arc. He attacks, sends it outside. Another three-point attempt. That's way off from Eligado. Meanwhile, Rizal switch fiber, another point in transition.
Another good defense resulting to an easy basket para dito sa Rizal. They've been tracking those long rebounds and ang bilis din talagang tumakbo ng mga gwardiya. Look at this, ahead of the pack.
And not only are they sinking the threes, they're capitalizing on the fast breaks. Right now, Novaliches facing an 11-point lead. As that's a call. First team foul of Rizal. That's called on JB Discutido as Medwin Antonio will take a trip to the bench. Same with Regidor. Couple of new faces on the side of Rizal. Under 3 minutes remaining in Chapter 1. Celis uses the screen, sends it to the other side. Gakrama, nowhere to go. Trying to find a teammate. Finds Celis again for three, but that's short. They get it back though. Dever, taking his time, will fire one. That's short. Rimo Ismael to JB Discutido, another point in transition.
The Novaliches at this point are falling in love with those outside shots, and alam naman natin, ang resulta niyan are long rebounds. And with the way itong Rizal is playing right now, talagang sasamantalahin nila yung takbuhan.
Indeed, Rizal having a lot of threats right now, whether it's in the three-point area or in transition. Celis attacks. Celis off the glass. Much needed bucket for Novaliches.
Yun ang mga veteranong galaw from Celis. Didn't give the defense a chance to block that shot using his body to protect it.
First bucket of the game for Kobe Celis. Meanwhile, still an 11-point gap, and that increases with this three-pointer from Sabelina.
And I don't understand why Novaliches keeps allowing those open looks dahil ang ganda talaga ng shooting ng Rizal ngayon.
Rizal off to a hot start. 4 3-pointers in this quarter alone. Dever will try to answer back. That's short. Rebound grabbed by Rizal. 2-on-3 situation. Will send it out. Discutido for three. No good. They get it back. Great hustle. One more try. But he travels without a visa.
That's a tough move para dito kay Flores. He had 4 white shirts in front of him. But nevertheless, you gotta love the intensity and the activity ng mga big men itong Rizal.
That is the reason why they have threats not only from outside but inside. And that's another layer of problem for Novaliches. As Celis brings down the basketball. They implement a horns play. Celis corner pass. Another try from three. Badly missing that one. Celis gets it back. Another spray out. Eligado. Tough pass. Here comes Rizal again. Another transition lay-in.
That's turnover number 9 for Novaliches, and the Rizal really maximizing those errors. They already have 14 points of turnovers.
9 turnovers and counting in one quarter. That's not looking good for them. Kobe Celis though, no good on the shot. They fight for the rebound. Eligado gets it. Inside pass. Great find. And that's going to be a foul on Rizal. Their third on this period, and 2 free throws will be given to Salvacion.
Take a look at this play again. Good find underneath. Good fake, good patience, resulting to that foul.
Perhaps this is the way for Novaliches to find their rhythm, but Salvacion missing that first freebie.
Free throws really going to be crucial in this game, especially for Novaliches. Wherein they're struggling to find yung kanilang confidence. No? Sometimes you just have to see that ball falling, but they missed 2 in the last trip.
So both teams 0 out of 2 so far from the line, but Rizal with a significant lead over their opponents. They have possession. Baraka, inside pass, Sabelina at the paint. Takes it outside, another try from deep. No good from Carl Flores. But he gets the steal, and that'll be it for Chapter 1. The Rizal switch fiber off to a hot start, 23-7, a dominating lead for the red shirts. And Novaliches obviously even having a winning record, 3-1. They're having a hard time against these red shirts. And we'll be back after a short break. Once again, this is the one and only Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League. 23-7. Again, it's a dominating lead for the Rizal Switch Fiber after a hot start for them. It's 4 3-pointers for them in the first period alone. And so far, leading the charge for them is actually Mr. Regidor with 5 points, followed by Caldit and Baraka with 4 each.
Oh, what really impressed me with that first quarter of Rizal is yung kanilang depensa. They forced 9 turnovers, resulted to 14 turnover points, and most importantly, nakatakbo sila. They were able to set the tone with 8 fast break points.
Meanwhile, Kobe Celis opening this period with a 3-point bomb.
Oh, this is one guy who could really lead the spark para dito sa Novaliches.
And I don't think Victor Noarin is present on the bench of Novaliches, so they will definitely need his services. As Ismael Rimo will miss that shot. He gets it back though. Another try from deep. That won't fall. Rebound Salvacion. 13-point lead for the Rizal Switch Fiber. Outside pass. They try from deep. No good from Andre Hedang. Rebound by Rizal.
Another outside shot para dito sa Novaliches. But the good thing about that one, galing na doon sa ball movement within their system already. So it's just a matter of them keep on running those types of plays.
Rizal trying their own version of a play as Ismael Rimo finds an opening.
And every time you give that extra pass, creates problems for the defense. And yun naman, ang naging resulta, an easy under goal stab.
Celis, they almost lost it. Hedang, Caicedo attacks the iron, blocked. Great defense from Advincula. Ismael Rimo will lose the ball on his way to the iron, but that's a foul called on Novaliches.
And if you're Rizal, you just gotta keep stepping on that gas after that great defensive stop. A 3-against-2 fast break attack para sa kanila, resulting to another foul. If you're Novaliches right now, you gotta put in the effort to sprint back on transition.
Definitely, it will take more than effort to overcome this 15-point deficit and counting. As on the line, it's Rimo Ismael. First one is no good for him though.
If you're Novaliches, you gotta take care of the small things dito sa larong to. If you're gonna allow a lot of fast break points, talagang mahirap especially if you're trying to come back.
Second one on its way, and he goes 0 out of 2. Both teams not really a good start in shooting the free throws. Gakrama for a 3, no good. Forward pass, Discotito, touchdown for Rizal.
What a pass and what a finish para dito sa Rizal. They're really playing beautiful basketball right now.
Beautiful is an understatement of what they're doing right now. Celis swings it to the left side. Right side pass, they fire for 3. Aurigue, no good. There seems to be a call, and that's on Rizal. I believe it's on Discotito. So it's another chance for the playmakers to make something happen as 2 minutes passing by in our Chapter 2. Gakrama for 3. String music for LA Gakrama.
It was just a matter of time. Talagang kanina na pa hinahanap yung corner threes na yan. And finally for him, able to knock down one.
And who knows, this might be a sign of good things to come for the playmakers. Discotido will try. He won't hit it. Ismael grabs the board. And Ismael going to work inside.
Second serving para dito sa panig ng Rizal. And that will really help them, especially with their confidence.
Dever. Back to Celis. Thought about the 3. Will attack instead. Will lose it, but picked up by Dever. Hedang this time. He attacks the iron. Unsuccessful. They fight for the board, but ends up with Rizal. But stolen back by Kobe Celis. And still no good. Aurigue still no good on the putback. On the run are the red shirts and Vincula. Travels without a visa again.
Oh, clearly travel itong si Advincula. Happened right in front of us. And medyo na-excite siya, kasi he saw a smaller defender in front of him. Nakakalimutan na mag-dribble.
Probably had eyes on the prize too early. But nonetheless, Rizal having this 16-point lead. As 3 minutes passing by in Chapter 2. Celis. Corner pass. Thought about the 3 was Gakrama. Sends it to the other side. Celis. Inside pass. Aurigue the fake. And this time he's the one who travels. And now we're turning over first to Miss Nicole Lim for a report.
Coming from two tough losses is a wake-up call para si Rizal switch fiber. Kaya naman Coach Noel Benaventura mentioned that they added 3 new big men and 1 point guard from Arellano University to step up for their team. Dagdag pa ni Coach, sa tingin daw niya ay communication ang naging problema nila from their previous games. Kaya naman they really need to build connection with each other during the game. Cholo and Coach Melo.
Thank you very much, Nicole, for that report. And indeed, the record of Rizal right now doesn't reflect on how they actually play in the games, but it's always good to have reinforcements.
Well, you can mention yung dalawang talo that would really ignite something in you. And isa sa magandang naging resulta nga, and the mention was the importance of communication. Di lang naman sa basketball yan eh. In everything talaga kailangan nagkakaintindihan.
Here comes Rizal. Again, they're up by a bunch. Romero back in the game. Outside to Regidor. They're taking their time. Shot clock down to 12. Rizal, a lot of off-ball movements. Meanwhile, Flores. Last minute pass to Advincula. But they lose it. Celis, great defense. Kobe Celis carving his way to the cup. But that's no good. Rebound picked up by Romero. Felix, forward pass to Flores. Flores against Gakrama. That's a call on Novaliches.
Take a look at this last attack. Good move to the baseline, pero yun, it was swiped. Good thing for him, natawagan ng foul doon. Ano, bailout call for him.
Both teams still no made free throws, but Rizal a chance to change that fact. Carl Flores at the line. First one is no good. That's Kenji Tan, 1 out of 2 on that trip to the line. Hedang, greatly defended by Felix. He sends it inside. And a turnover for Novaliches.
A good adjustment on the defensive end, shifting to a 1-3-1 zone. Itong Rizal, forcing yet another turnover para sa Novaliches.
Rizal trying to come up with something. Tan has it. Kenji Tan, the spin. Nowhere to go. Outside pass, Felix was trying to look for Tan. He gets it back, puts one up. The floater is money.
Almost an empty possession for Rizal there, pero nagawan pa ng paraan with that recovery.
Rizal not being complacent at all, even with this huge lead. Azeligado missing badly. And will save it to nobody. And another turnover. And a wasted possession for the playmakers.
Even Novaliches right now, kailangan lang you have to go back to what's been working for you all throughout the season, which is pounding that ball inside, then from there, dun magsisimula yung opensa nyo.
Indeed, I'm sure there's a reason why they have a record of 3-1. As Romero, no good on that 3. Rebound Aurigue. Gakrama handling the basketball, finds Celis. Rather, that's Eligado, and that's good. Great fake from Rufus Eligado.
And right on cue, Novaliches, instead of settling for that perimeter jumper, inilapit dun sa ring, waited for that contact, and yun, they were able to get another 2-pointer inside.
Perhaps that's going to be their key to close this gap between their opponents and them. Meanwhile, Tan for 3. Unable to knock that down. Rebound by Aurigue. Eligado steps on the brakes, trying to find a teammate, but turns the ball over. Romero, quick hands. Yuan Romero will fly for 2.
Romero with another great anticipation. That will prompt a timeout dahil talagang basang-basa nila yung ginagawa ng Novaliches dito.
Indeed, a much-needed nature spring timeout called by Novaliches. 36-15. We'll be back for more action. (36-15). Again, a dominating lead for the Rizal switch fiber. And let's see if Novaliches has answers to their questions right now.
Well, for Rizal, second quarters usually medyo nagsislow down ang kanilang offense, but right now, it's their defense that's working, kaya nahihirapang makabalik itong Novaliches.
And perhaps this might be an opening for the playmakers to make something happen. And we'll see that in a while. Hedang, horns play for the playmakers. Gakrama for 3. No good for LA. The basketball ends up with Felix. Regidor. This time it's Antonio, back to Regidor. Give and go action. But Romero blocking his fellow teammate. Meanwhile, Hedang, sorry miss. It's back with Rizal. Caldit hands it off to the cutting Meldwin Antonio, but he travels again without a visa.
Good transition defense right there for Novaliches. Would have been an easy basket muli para dito sa Rizal, but because of their effort to sprint back, look at that, crowding that shaded area, forcing a turnover, and yun, dyan ka makakakuha ng momentum if you're trying to get back in the ballgame.
Novaliches, another forced turnover, but that's gonna be a forced turnover in a bad way as Felix, not disappointing.
Oh, the guards of Rizal really making a difference here. Romero and Felix leading that defensive charge.
Novaliches, are they pressing on the panic button? Penalty not yet, but Kakrama will miss it. He'll get it back though. Hedang up top, shot clock down to 9. Aurigue at the baseline. He will attack, but that's no good. He's trying to get it back, and they do. Another try, still not falling. And it's a shot clock violation called on Novaliches.
Rizal switch fiber just standing their ground. Pero ito muna, that turnover forced by Felix, and again, ang galing talaga tumapos ng fast break nitong mga gwardiya ng Rizal.
And again, that is their strength, attacking the paint. But right now, we only have over a minute remaining in Chapter 2. Rizal once again with the possession. Felix choosing to relax. The pick from Antonio. He fires a 3. String music for Felix.
And Felix making the defense pay for going under that ball screen, connecting another 3-pointer para sa Rizal.
Celis down the hatch, will score.
Specialty of the house para dito kay Celis. Every time you give him room to operate, he will really dominate that spot.
Bobby Celis, the one of the few bright spots for Novaliches, even though they're facing a big deficit. Meanwhile, Novaliches almost got a steal, but that's recovered by Regidor. Outside pass, Marvin Felix. Regidor for 3. Money!
Nice looking jump shot mula dito kay Regidor, but that's gotta hurt for Novaliches. Kanila na yung possession. Nakakuha pa ulit nitong Rizal.
Novaliches though will try to figure something out. They get it back after an initial turnover. Inside, Celis tried to drop it. He gets it back. Both teams having a wrestling match. Ends up with Aurigue. Outside pass. Gakrama for 3. That won't work. Another offensive rebound. Aurigue, finally Novaliches getting a lucky break.
Novaliches right there. You would see andun na yung effort to track those loose balls. And again, those big guys needs to go to work in this ball game.
4 seconds remaining in our first half. At the line, it's the big guy, Aurigue. So far has 5 rebounds and a single dime in this game, but he'll miss the first freebie. Currently averaging close to 7 points per game and 6 rebounds and almost 26 minutes of action. And again, they're missing Victor Nuarin in this game, one of their main scorers, so they will have to do more. Felix, no good. And that's it for our first half, 44-18. Again, it's a demanding lead for the Rizal switch fiber as they're off to a hot start. Again, 4 3-pointers in that first period and a lot of transition points in that second one. And let's see if Novaliches can answer back and find solutions in the second half. Once again, this is the one and only Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League.
Kami nila boss John. May bago kami na-recruit na player. Nagkitripan lang nila. Ginawa pang group icon eh. Pero ano siya, loko tumato, ginagawang bonding yan. Nagpa-prank yun si boss. I-kiss mo siya 5 seconds, 1,000.
Hindi naman nag-hesitate ng mga kasama ko.
1,000 ba?
Kiss lang, pwede ako. Gusto mo 10 seconds pa eh.
5 seconds. Pero yung bilang namin kagabi, pa.
Yun lang, yun pala yung twist doon.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, Pound for Pound Fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear.
Red Dynasty, offering comfort Chinese food and overall 5-star experience. Winford Resort and Casino Manila, a luxury integrated resort.
Wing Bowl, it's like coming home. Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes.
Special thanks to Pulong Barangay Danilo Villanueva of Barangay Escopa 3 for hosting today's game.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, Pound for Pound Fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear.
Red Dynasty, offering comfort Chinese food and overall 5-star experience. Winford Resort and Casino Manila, a luxury integrated resort.
Wing Bowl, it's like coming home. Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes.
Special thanks to Pulong Barangay Danilo Villanueva of Barangay Escopa 3 for hosting today's game.
And at the half, it's 44-18. Again, the Rizal switch fiber off to a hot start in this game. They had 4 3-pointers in that first period, followed by a fast second quarter, garnering more, I'm sure more than 10 points of transition offense. And Novaliches right now, to simply put it, just struggling as the Rizal switch fiber proving to be too much, at least for now, in this game. Leading the charge so far for Rizal is Regidor with 8 points, followed by Marvin Felix and Juan Romero with 7 and 4 respectively. On the other side, as expected, Kobe Celis with 7, Gakrama has 6, and Legado only has 2.
A lot of highlights offensively for Rizal in the first half. But really, the story of the ball game is their defense. Imagine forcing 15 turnovers against a strong team like Novaliches. And of course, that will result to easy baskets on the other end, 25 turnover points ang kanilang naitala. And kasunod na nga doon, yung mga fast break points no, na almost uncontested here in this game. They already have 14. And most importantly, yung kanilang bench going to work in this game. They already have 18 bench points.
And you know, Coach, what's wonderful about this Rizal team is not only are they forcing turnovers, because forcing turnovers is another story, and capitalizing on those said turnovers is yet another story.
Oh, that's true. And again, a lot of credit to the guards, especially itong si Felix and Romero. They were there leading the break, and they're the ones finishing it as well. And ganun kataas yung kanilang field goal percentage ngayon, which is at 57%, 19 out of 33 because of the unselfish basketball they're playing. 11 assists compared to the 3 of Novaliches.
And not to mention one of their main guys, Ismael Rimo, again had 17 points in their last outing. Has been quiet so far in this game, but perhaps he doesn't even need to make a lot of noise. Again, it's 44-18. Big gap still in favor of the switch fiber, but again, an eternity of basketball still to be played. Let's see if things will switch up. No pun intended for the Novaliches playmakers.
Well, if your results switch fiber, you cannot fall into the trap of being complacent. No, this is still a long way to go. 2 more quarters right ahead of us, and alam natin how capable itong Novaliches of making a comeback. Kaya kailangan din talaga na kumbaga hindi mag-slow down itong Rizal. And if Novaliches naman, just keep running your plays because they've been getting the shots. Actually, mas marami pa nga silang field goal attempts eh. It's just that they couldn't buy a basket.
And again, still an eternity of basketball to be played. Still anybody's ball game. Novaliches trying to start strongly, but that time it's no good from Celis. Baraka, corner pass. Rimo Ismael, Baraka again. He attacks, he fades away. He won't hit it though. Celis pushing the pace. Sends it outside, LA Gakrama. Stops. No travel call, still with Novaliches. Celis passes to nobody, and that's another turnover for the playmakers.
And the woes continue for Novaliches. Not a lot of movement on that last offensive sequence.
A minute passing by in our third period. And actually, still no players in double figures for both teams in this game.
Looks like we have a wet spot on the floor. And of course, the safety of our players, very important. Even our officials, dahil minsan napapadaan din sila dyan.
Actually, great job by JB Discutido pointing out that spot. Right now, play will continue. It's Rizal basketball. Rizal so far 38% from downtown. Seems like they stopped shooting. And as I say that, Ismael, no good on that shot. Celis directing the offense for Novaliches. Baraka on him. Stolen right here by Sabelina. 2-on-2 situation. Sabelina gets fouled on his attack to the iron.
That was a hard foul given up there by Celis. Again, another telegraphic pass. And looks like on that landing, medyo masama ang bagsak.
It looks like Sabelina will just walk it off. So far he has 3 points, a rebound and a dime in this game. And 2 shots coming up for him.
This is a good sign for Sabelina, able to get up by himself. Dahil kailangan din talaga siya dito sa ating ball game. Although he's not putting up monster numbers, pero yung role niya, especially on the defensive end, is really crucial for Rizal.
Indeed, he's actually averaging close to 6 points per game with 3 dimes and, or rather 2 dimes and 3 rebounds.
But one thing that hindi mo nakikita, yung activity niya on the defensive end. He's really clogging those driving lanes, yung active hands niya. That's the value of having him on your on the floor.
And generally speaking, having someone as tall as him is really valuable, as Taroy finding an opening in the defense.
Oh, that baseline could really be a point of attack para dito sa Novaliches. Taroy with that beautiful move.
And again, who knows, that might be a sign of good things to come. But that will be Sabelina with a 3-pointer.
I told you, he's not hurt. Kita mo naman yung response, but 3 for him.
Gakrama though, string music as he answers back with a 3.
Good sign here para sa panig ng Novaliches. Every time they play that inside-outside game, definitely something good is gonna happen for them.
Discotido for 3. No good. Flores puts one up. That's too much. Novaliches. Gakrama for 3. Off the glass. Give it to me. Catch me out.
I had to check the time there. Bukas pa pala ang bangko on a Sunday evening. What a shot.
LA Gakrama off the window in transition. And again, that sparks things up for the playmakers. Nature Spring timeout called by Rizal. We'll be back. Back to the action right here after that Nature Spring timeout. So apparently LA Gacrama's foot was on the line, so that's only a 2-pointer. Nonetheless, a bucket for Novaliches. Discutido sends it inside, no good in the reverse by Rimo. Obicelli's in transition, intercepted by Baraka. Here comes a switch fiber, Discutido. Inside, and that's 2 free throws coming up for Rizal.
So very unfortunate for Novaliches. You know, they have the numbers in transition, pero yun nga, minsan basang-basa talaga yung gagawin nila. And Rizal naman, again, they've been doing this since the first half. They'll be back on the line because they really push that ball every time they get the opportunity.
Carl Flores at the free throw line. So far, still no points for him, but has 4 rebounds and a dime. First point of the game for him. First freebie is good. Second one coming up for Carl Andre Flores. And he goes 1 out of 2. Nonetheless, Rizal right here with a significant lead. Other side pass. Gacrama thought about the 3. Another send out, head down. The fake pass. Gacrama again. The fake. He attacks. Another spray out. Head down for 3. That's badly missed.
Had all day to shoot itong si Gedang. Pero yun nga, because of the activity, nakita mo how efficient yung rotation ng depensa nitong Rizal. That's really gonna take a toll on you. Minsan nga, pinakamahirap pang i-shoot na tira yung sobrang libre.
Because obviously Rizal right here not slowing down anytime soon. Either it's offense or defense. Meanwhile, great passing for them. Ismael Rimo for 3. That's no good, but a clean-up job from Carl Flores right there.
Well, Flores able to position himself well on that rebounding battle, getting another second chance opportunity for the guys in red.
Meanwhile, Dever for 3. That won't hit it. Ismael, power rebound. Ismael Rimo to the other side. Discutido for 3. Won't hit it. Forward pass. No one was there to catch it. Ismael Rimo trying to soar for 2. But again, another clean-up job for Flores.
For a while there, my heart stopped para dito kay Rimo.
Quick to answer back is LA Gacrama. But still, it's a big lead for the switch fiber. Outside pass. Ismael Rimo for 3. Still not working for him.
So the offense of Rizal, no, medyo may drought din on their end. But again, yun nga, laki kasi ng lamang nila kaya hindi nila nararamdaman masyado.
Indeed, they can afford to miss shots. As Baraka against Dever, the much bigger Dever, but he scores anyway.
Kontra-tsempo yung ginawang galaw doon nitong si Baraka.
So both teams answering back, going back and forth with their 2-pointers. And a 3-pointer a while ago by Gacrama. And speaking of LA Gacrama, no good in that shot. 55-28. Rizal, they try for 3. Won't work. And some activity inside the paint.
Oh, there's the last play earlier. Kita mo naman yung fake na yun. No? Putting the defense in a very awkward situation. Hindi na nakasabay because of that move mula dito kay Baraka.
Novaliches, again, another chance as Kobicelli is inserted back into the game again. Dever inside, great find. An even greater anticipation from the switch fiber.
Yun yung hinahanap natin, no, na activity from Novaliches, that interior pass. That's their trademark, and kita mo dito, nakafocus na talaga doon sa ilalim din yung depensa ng Rizal. But because of their too aggressive defense, yun nga, kadalasan talaga magre-resulta yan to a foul.
First one is good for Jose Ronald Caicedo. Second one on its way, as the free throw line could be one key for them to close this gap.
So they've improved in that department. Talking about tong Novaliches kaninang sa first half, he only shot 1 out of 4. Pero ngayon, they made 3 out of the last 4 trips.
Regidor for 3. String music for Regidor.
Yun yung masakit no? If you're Novaliches, you're struggling to get every point. Tapos itong Rizal, pupukol bigla ng tres.
Rizal just bring out all the tricks in their bag. Celis will try to answer back, and he does. Down the hatch. Kobe Celis for 3.
That's just pure talent and heart para dito kay Celis. That was way outside the line.
Robert Regidor. Try to set it inside. He does. Dan fades away. And gets it to go on the lucky bounce.
Nice shot from Tan. I like this guy. No? Could play multiple positions. Pwedeng pang wing, pwede rin pang big guy.
Actually, almost every player in that Rizal roster
Oh, totoo.
built like him.
Ang hahaba eh.
And another opportunity for Novaliches as Kobe Celis goes to the line.
Doble ang kayod itong si Celis here in this game. Makikita mo talaga yung effort niya, no? Especially nga that his whole team is struggling. And if you're the leader, gagawa ka talaga ng paraan eh. This guy is averaging 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. Grabe, almost a triple-double.
But then again, he will have to ask for the assistance of his teammates. Again, Victor Noarin not in this game. 60-35. Romero back in the game. He made a couple of great plays in transition during that first period. Meanwhile, Advincula, outside pass, Romero trying to find an opening. Felix attacks, one-hander, no good. The putback for the little guy is good.
What about that play from Felix? But before that, you gotta admire yung ball movement, no? East to west, nakailang balik, confusing the defense of Novaliches.
And meanwhile, not only Marvin Felix has surprises, Aurigue hits a 3 from downtown.
Sort of a reversal of role, the big guy shooting that 3.
38-62. Still a big lead. Romero asking for it, he gets it. Another send down, Marvin Felix for a 3. Down the hatch it goes.
Si Felix really having the time of his life ito sa laro natin. Ito punong-puno ng kumpiyansa.
Dever provides the pick for Celis. The hesitation, puts one up, no good for Kobe Celis. Robert Regidor finds Juan Romero, and he'll get fouled on his way to the iron.
A daredevil drive. Lucky Romero, salpukan sa ere nangyari doon. But after that shot of Celis earlier, nakita ko hinahawakan niya yung binti niya. That's not a good sign for Novaliches.
And hopefully all things are okay. As again, that's a foul on Novaliches, and 2 free throws coming up for Juan Romero. So far has 4 points in this game.
Really couldn't blame itong si Celis, you know, if he's already feeling some sort of fatigue dahil talagang tinatrabaho niya lahat on both ends of the floor.
And again, his teammates will have to help him. And so far, that one teammate is Eli Gakrama, having 14 points for now. Meanwhile, Eligado back in the game. Novaliches struggling to take care of that basketball. Robert Regidor, great find. Romero though.
That call could have gone either way. Pero tinan natin, this deserves a second look. Tinan mo naman yung challenge na yun. But according to our referees, there was contact.
Juan Romero just too fast for his opponents. They have no choice but to foul him. And he makes the free throw. He went 2 out of 2 on his last trip, just that last fast break. So far has 6 points.
We're actually seeing a different Yuan Romero in this game, only averaging 2.7 points a ball game. Pero ngayon, makikita mo is more aggressive on the offensive end.
And again, what better chance to show what you can do on the hardwood than this opportunity facing a team that's currently at the 3rd place, having a winning record of 3-1.
And coming off 2 losses, this is a huge gauge. No? Gusto mo talagang, it's a nice, could be nice if you could win against a team na talaga nasa taas ng standings.
And meanwhile, Kobe said he's getting called for an offensive foul.
Once again, able to make that stop itong si Felix, as Celis, a little too aggressive that time, had to shove his defender.
So it's now 69-38. Rizal with a very comfortable cushion. But right now they're playing like they're the ones trying to cut the lead. Meanwhile, Tan, inside pass. Regidor, another outside spray. Romero, another outside pass. That's it, end up with a 3. Dever grabs the board in transition. Dever fires at 3. No good. Robert Regidor. No look pass again. Marvin Felix will not disappoint.
And that's really the story of the game here. Itong Novaliches couldn't buy basket. Rizal naman taking advantage of that by scoring easy baskets in transition.
Shot clock is off. 12 seconds remaining. It's down to 10. Rizal moving the ball excellently. Tan backing down. Puts one up, puts one in.
Yun yung na-mention natin na versatility nitong si Tan earlier. He was able to knock down the jump shot. Ngayon naman showing us the post moves.
7 points. A rebound and a dime for Kenji Tan. And that'll be it for our 3rd period, 38-73. A big time lead for the Rizal Switch Fiber. And me and Coach Melo shall return for the 4th period. Once again, this is the one and only Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League. (73-38) again, a commanding lead for the Rizal Switch Fiber as we approach the 4th and final period of this game.
Rizal has been in control of the ball game since the 1st quarter. A tall order for Novaliches. Not impossible to make a comeback, but then they would have to play a perfect game if that would be possible.
Rizal not showing any signs of complacency as they still have the likes of Romero, Felix, Kenji Tan in the court. Meanwhile, Celis gets blocked by Advincula.
Felix is down on the floor right now, holding on to his left ankle. Something we do not want to see.
Hopefully he's all okay. But right now he's looking to get subbed out.
And that left ankle has a support already. Baka may previous injury na, no? Hopefully, yeah, sabi mo, nothing serious. Pero ito pinapagpag. One tough guy, itong si Felix.
Well, he already has done his part. Has 14 points so far, 4 rebounds and 3 dimes. Nothing more you could ask from the little guy. And one spectacular putback a while ago. Caicedo, unable to knock down that 3. Rebound captured by Tan. Yuan Romero back in the game again. They swing it around, they fire one. Advincula, the big guy, showing some range.
Oh, that's something that you need to have in this modern time and age of basketball. Just because you're the tallest guy doesn't mean pwede ka nang walang jump shot.
And I mean, Advincula is tall, but if he's planning to compete in the professional leagues, he will have to develop that shot.
Oh, definitely.
Meanwhile, we see that Selly's drive leading to 2 free throws coming up for him. (75-38). A minute passing by in chapter 4. Tan sends it out. Baraka, the fake. Nowhere to go. Romero up top. Shot clock down to 7. Corner pass. Inside. Romero, another outside pass. Kenji Tan for 3. No good.
And although they missed that shot, makikita mo yung pasensya nila, no? Shot clock winding down, hindi natataranta.
Kobe Selly's trying to maneuver, but he gets fouled by a new face in Rizal, Brant San Juan.
Meron pang nahugot sa bench, no? Ganun din kalalim itong Rizal. And if you're Selly, siguro sabi mo, ako pagod na, ikaw parang nagsisimula pa lang talaga.
Wala pang pawis. And talking about Brant San Juan, he's built like the other guys.
Parang isa hulma eh, no?
Exactly, coach. Kung nagpakalbo sila lahat, coach, siguro malilito tayo dito.
Oo, eh.
Right now, 2 minutes passing by in chapter 4, and Advincula no good on the fadeaway. Pero ito si Kobe Selly's able to find an opening, but unable to capitalize. But they get it back.
Got some guys on the floor. Ito si Celis nga kanina. We saw him already holding on to his leg.
Eli Gakrama able to knock down that shot, but someone is on the floor, I believe. That's Jayden Advincula.
Advincula has been playing well for Rizal, but looks like mukhang cramps eh.
Unable to put weight on that left foot. Hopefully he's all okay. 2 players down for the Rizal switch fiber. Advincula only playing close to 13 minutes in this game. Has 4 points, rather 2 points and 4 rebounds. Hopefully he's able to see action later. Rizal still trying to figure out what to do on offense, even though they're having this big lead. Kenji Tan attacks the lefty, turning the ball over though. Kobe Selly's to the cutting teammate, but he's unable to put it in. Meanwhile, cleanup job for Selly's.
Selly's not giving up on that play. Able to get that rebound against a taller defender, and dun nga, na-put back pa niya. Got his lead down, pero mahaba-haba pa rin yung kanilang kailangang habulin.
Close to 3 minutes passing by in chapter 4. Brant San Juan misfires. They get it back. Baraka for 3. Not falling. The big guy trying to direct the fast break. Eli Gakrama, quick fire, and he sends it home.
A good transition attack right there for Novaliches. Able to hit the corner shooter. Itong si Gakrama has been waxing hot here in this game.
75-46. The playmakers. Selly's badly missing that shot. Possession back again to Rizal.
And you would really see yung fatigue dito kay Sellis, but tingnan muna natin itong quick release 3-pointer from that left corner mula dito kay Gakrama, who already has 17 points here in this game.
Eli Gakrama, the one that has been helping Kobe Selly's. But still a big deficit being faced by their team. Almost 4 minutes passing by in chapter 4. It's at the corner, now Baraka at the left side, now San Juan at the right side. And he joins the splash party with a 3.
Novaliches employing a 1-3-1 defense there, but Rizal easily breaks that with that pass and cut movement.
Auriga unable to answer back. Rebound caught by Flores. Baraka and company trying to generate some offense. Corner pass, San Juan. Was able to knock down a 3 a while ago. This time, it's Tan Baraka. No good. Hedang back in the game. Steps on the brakes. Outside pass, Aurigue. And they turn the ball over. Sloppy turnover for the playmakers.
No miscommunication right there. Really no defense at all. No? Talagang hindi na nagkaamuyan itong magkakampi.
Another look in this three-pointer from the new face, Brent San Juan. Recently just found playing time. Rizal switching it around. They fire for 3. Unable to knock it down. Romero, the long hands, able to get that offensive board. Baraka, crazy pass inside. Still with them. Baraka. 3-second violation called.
Oh, that was disaster waiting to happen para dito sa Rizal. Couldn't get a handle of that ball. May libre din doon sa kaliwa eh. Nakashoot lang yung San Juan nakaabang. But they failed to give that pass, resulting to that turnover.
Nonetheless, they can focus on defense with this possession. Angeles dribbling. Hedang has it. Nowhere to go. Intercepted. Hedang tried to keep it alive. And he won't. But Rizal fumbling that opportunity in the fast break. So far, LA Gakrama leading the charge with 20 points in this game. (78-46). Aurigue, Hedang has it. 4 minutes remaining in our ball game. Slowly but surely, the Rizal switch fiber finding some light at the end of the tunnel as Andre Hedang scores 2.
Good drive right there from Gedang, finding a hole in that defense. At yun naman talaga yung kailangan nilang gawin eh. No, talagang attack that heart of the defense itong Rizal.
Then again, Novaliches playing their possibly best player, Victor Nuarin. Scored 31 in their last game. And for you to have a player scoring, not having your best scorer play in this game, that's gonna be tough.
Doon talaga nang gagaling yung problema eh, no? Hindi yung usual na pinupuntahan mo is not there. So medyo magkakaroon ng confusion doon sa mga roles.
Indeed. Because Victor Nuarin perhaps is their ball handler. And even though Leo Gakrama has 20 points, he's known as a catch-and-shoot player. So not necessarily really helping their team, but this time it's going to be Caicedo with a 3-point play opportunity brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness.
And I like that point. What they're missing right now is a creator. Someone who could break down the defense and create opportunities for his team. Ngayon, ang nangyayari nga, if they can't make those outside shots, parang nawawalan na sila ng options eh.
And again, they have a 3-1 record. So you'd know why they have that. As Auriga dives for the basketball, but it's still with Rizal. Baraka puts one up, gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up for him.
Already a broken play. But again, the attitude nga nitong Rizal, they never give up. They dive for loose balls and it's being rewarded by these types of plays.
And you said Novaliches had that defensive strength at the start of the ball game, having 9 blocks in the last game. But this game, their defense is non-existential. First one is no good for Baraka. Second one is good though. But basically Rizal having this big of a lead since that end of the first period. And Rizal just outscoring their opponents in every quarter of this game, including this one. Kakrama puts on the moves. He fires one, he gets fouled.
A little too aggressive on the challenge was San Juan. Take a look at this move again. Went over the ball screen. Sumabit on that challenge on the jump shot.
So apparently Leo Kakrama only averages close to 3 points per game. But right now he has 20. So talking about doing your part, Eli Gakrama definitely did his. But again, they're missing Victor Nuarin, perhaps the reason they're suffering this potential loss. 0 out of 2 for Gakrama. Out of bounds. Possession back to Rizal. And now Coach Roel Buenaventura employing some new faces. I believe one of them is Cedric Balahadja. Meanwhile, Rizal trying to figure something out as we're nearing the last 2 minutes of this game. And at this point, Novaliches will have to continue fighting, but the chances of winning are very, very slim. Last 2 minutes brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances and the Ring Grazer, shown to us by Salvacion.
Well, for Novaliches, this will have a 50% winning margin dito sa ating liga. No? If they end up losing this ball game, magiging 3-2 yung kanilang kartada. But that doesn't spell their season. Alam mo naman na merong ibubuga. Malakas itong Novaliches. Just that, yun nga, may mga players din na hindi available here in this game. Not to take away anything from Rizal. Pero mahaba-haba pa itong ating tournament dito sa ating D-League. And they have all the chances to get back.
Indeed, this is only what their 5th game of the season. And for Rizal, it's only their 4th game. So that says volumes on what kind of season it will be for both teams.
Unpredictable, eh, no? Anybody can play their A game at any given time.
And right now we only have more than a minute remaining. So the big guy, Aurigue, so far has 4 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 dimes. An all-around performance for him. But again, his team will suffer this loss as they'll go down to 3-2. And for Rizal, they're climbing up to 2-2, a chance to erase that losing record. So I believe Rizal will now tie up the Alpha Giants at 4th place. And the Novaliches Playmakers will stay at the 3rd. Right now, last laugh belonging to Rizal as they're winning in huge fashion, literally. And a lot of contributors actually on the side of Rizal. We have Felix Regidor Romero scoring 8 points or more. And for the side of Novaliches, Leo Gakrama again had 20 in this game. Definitely did his part, talking about shooting the 3-pointers. Kobe said he's had 14, played almost the whole game. Aurigue had 9. Caicedo had 7. But still, that's gonna be short as Rizal escaping. Well, not escaping, but definitely dominating their opponents in this big-time W, 83-60. 23-point W for the Rizal switch fiber. And there you have it for this game. Congratulations to Coach Roel Buenaventura and to the rest of his Rizal boys. Again, our final score, a 23-point win for the Rizal switch fiber, 83-60. And again, that is it for our game. But after this one, we'll be having a interview with our best player of the game and along with Coach Roel Buenaventura. So make sure to stay tuned. But talking about our next game, still in the 21 and under division, it's between the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith and the Marikina Junior Shoemasters. Once again, this has been Cholo Pangilinan, Coach Melo Navarro, and Nicole Lim at the sidelines. And this is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, pound for pound fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear.
Red Dynasty, offering comfort Chinese food and overall 5-star experience. Winford Resort and Casino Manila, a luxury integrated resort.
Wing Bowl, it's like coming home. Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes.
Special thanks to Pulong Barangay Danilo Villanueva of Barangay Escopa 3 for hosting today's game.